makes me crazy. I dream about our babies, gazing them days and contagious. You're my baby. We know each other like the back of our hands. Understand, there's no mistaking. I'm taking 'cause you're my drug.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Asia,
and it's your boy BJ.
back in the building,
back in effect, back like we never left. And y'all, we are back like we never left with another fiery action.
Yeah.
Tonight we are getting into Linkin Park. We are getting into one of their smash hits. It's called NUMB. Yeah, if you know, you know. If you don't, you about to find out now.
I'm gonna have to find out.
Yeah, we about to get in the tune.
Because I don't know, babe.
We about to bring you up to speed.
Okay.
You know, we about to get you there.
All right.
I'm gonna get you there one way or the other. If y'all new to this channel, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so y'all can see more of Asia and BJ.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video right now. Let's go, y'all.
Yeah, let's go and get
Linkin
into
Park.
this video,
Let's go.
y'all.
Surface, don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes, every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so
I want to be more like me and less like you. Do you hear how like live the music kind of is? Like as far as just like the rock and how it's just like in your ears like that?
Yeah, I feel like this song has a lot of purpose. Watching this actually is very interesting. I feel like this is like the society of like, you know, the bullying, you know, cycle of people who walk around that treat people a certain type of way because of how they look or how they act or how they sound or how they talk, walk, you know, whatever disability, their sexual preference, orientation. Like there's so many things, because if you think about it, like, you know, when people talk to people a certain type of way because of how they talk, or maybe they talk slower, or maybe they're deaf and they don't hear the same way, you know what I mean? And you find yourself having to repeat yourself to them. And then it's almost like people start talking to them like, you know, we've seen it. You've seen people, like deaf people, go through a drive-through and they completely be disrespectful, you know, to them. And I mean, just in general. And somebody that has to encounter that and come across people that are that way, because trust me, if you come across one, you're going to come across multiple, especially when you have whatever it is specifically about you that makes you apart from everyone else. So if you think about, you know, the differentiation of kids that are crippled, or they walk with a cane, or, you know, and then you go put them into a regular elementary school, it's like those kids treat them differently.
Yeah.
When they're the same way, they have the same heart, they got the same beat, they have the same emotions, they have the same feelings, you know what I mean? They just walk different, but kids treat them different, you know what I mean? And those kids are the ones that become numb to the ignorance, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
It's very foul. It's very sad and very unfortunate, and it's unfortunately it's the society that we live in, because people, you know, don't always accept change. They don't always accept people being different, and it doesn't register the same for people who don't have any connection to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my take on that.
Yeah, I just feel like Chester's like the way that he just like singing these lyrics in these songs, like now after he's like passed away, it just kind of resonates with me a little bit more than what it did, you know, when you first like heard the CD and things like that.
Yeah.
So like now, like with me hearing everything that he's saying, it's almost like you can kind of hear like kind of like the despair in his voice, kind of like the things that he's really going through that's really more like deep or emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I really feel it like to the highest degree right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't even like realize that like that until we started like looking into it and we realized, you know, that he passed away.
Yeah. Well, I've never
Hearing
even
it
seen
now.
this video. I've never even heard this song before. But watching it and then hearing what he's talking about, I feel like that's what he's referring to. And perhaps if it were him, because I feel like even in the business world, corporate America, people don't take individuals seriously, even when those individuals feel like they work their hardest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me, holding too tightly, afraid to lose control? 'Cause everything that you thought I would be has fallen apart right in front of you. Just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Just caught in the undertow. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. And I know I may end up failing too, but I know you were just like me, with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to be. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to
They put a lot of music, you know, a lot of different instruments and a lot of different elements into their music.
I like this a lot. I really like the meaning, because I feel like this is for anybody out there that feels like they're the outcast, that feels like they're not good enough, that feels like, you know, because you do become numb to that kind of stuff. And I feel like it does. He said, you know, it makes you, I become more aware. I feel like when you are put into almost like a pocket to be in this bubble in a world of your own because of how you get treated, you start seeing things differently. Like you hear them differently, you see them differently, you interpret them differently. And sometimes it's in a way that teaches you how you should not be. You know what I mean? And people don't realize that because they're not gonna stand up, like, you know, like you've seen the social experiments where it's like people don't stand up for other people because you know, they don't want to be looked at a certain type of way. And I think this is like a song from multiple perspectives, in my opinion. I feel like, you know, this is what I said, you know, initially. This is for someone who perhaps is in a loving situation, but then they get treated like this by somebody that they love. You know what I mean? That supposedly loves them. You know, your family, your mom, your parents, your brother, your sister. You know what I mean? Like, it's real. Like, it
can definitely be.
I feel like that's why
situation.
People become scapegoats.
Absolutely.
That's why, you know, people, you know, are alone. That's why people feel alone. That's why people, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like when you get put into that position, you are alone in your own mindset. You know what I mean? There is nobody. And there's no worse feeling than feeling like you're in a position where you're not you're just not good enough. Like, it's almost like you start questioning yourself, and you have to be strong enough to just overcome that and rise above that and become something greater, be better, be, you know, in your head, you gotta believe in yourself when nobody else will. You know what I mean? And that's the part that I feel like it's hard to do when you're in that you know, that vicious cycle, because the treatment never goes away.
Yeah,
it
just like
never
you said
stops.
with the bullying, you know, that person does go into like somewhat of like a survival mode.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, even like you said with the song being numb, you are numb to like some of those things. Eventually you will become numb to it. And in regards to him saying like, you know, I become more aware, it's like you become more aware of your surroundings, you become more aware of people, their attitudes, how they act, and you become numb to it.
And abuse.
Yeah.
You know, abusive relationships,
yeah.
You know, abuse in general, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and even with him saying, you know, with him making mistakes, you know, I'm taking a step, and to you it's like I'm making a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, you gotta have room for growth. You know, at the point at the end of the day, because everybody's gonna make their own mistakes.
Right.
So you gotta have room for growth and allow people to grow.
Yeah.
Rather than continuing to blame them for their mistakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the emotion in the song, because he's saying he's become numb to all these particular things. Really, these things that hurt him.
Yeah.
These things that, you know, make him passive aggressive. These things that make him hurt inside, or things that make you anxious. You know, all that. You know, the anxiety, social distancing, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, I definitely can feel him on that song. And like I said before, it just resonates even more because he's not here.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I mean, again, like with Linkin Park, like their music, and when you just really hear like the breakdown of all the music, they use a lot of new instruments and stuff that you really never heard as far as like instrumentation with rock music.
Yeah. Well, for me, I don't know.
To me.
Because I feel like, you know, looking at this date on here is March the 5th, 2007. Like, for this to be as old as it is, I just feel like it almost sounds like modern to me, where I'm just like, damn, like this is a crazy song. Like I actually, the sound of it, how it sounds. And I like the mix in how they kind of alternated in the sound here. Yeah. Like, cause most of it was him singing, and then you have a little bit of that like low key rap in the back, like, you know, of the I don't know.
Because they're also using like those synthetic instruments too.
Yeah.
You know, drum machines, drum patterns and stuff like that.
All of that. But to say that, I mean, I just thought this overall is a good song. Like it's a survival song. I feel like you know, people should listen to this. Yeah, people should listen to this to feel motivated, to feel inspired, to feel, you know, like you can be better. Like, you know, when you doubt yourself, like, believe in yourself more than anybody. That's the only way that you can be successful. You got to start by believing in yourself. It starts there, you know what I mean? Yeah. And once you can do that and alter that mindset, then you're unstoppable, because nobody can tell you different.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from Asia and BJ. And if ain't nobody told you, I love you. And we're going to see y'all in the next video, y'all.
Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Bye.
Your body, boy, I'm addicted.